Hello curl friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. Today I am looking forward to doing another chat with me. So I have some things that you guys have been asking about, not necessarily on my chat with me's, but it's through Instagram mainly. I've noticed it. So let's dive into a few of the styling products, and then I have a few extras here. It'll make more sense here in a few minutes. First product I am going in with is the Weedad Climate Control Feather Light Styling Cream. That's what this looks like. I don't know if this is a travel size. It's only a 2-ounce container, but I know I bought like their smallest size because I just wanted to try it out for the price that it is. And I have used this on a few things. I don't remember how like heavy of a product this is. So maybe I should say this before we get too far into this video. But if you're new to these chat with me's, I just discuss whatever topic really I want to chat about, or whatever you guys have brought up in previous videos, and discuss that, but I also incorporate some styling with me. And some of these products I've practiced with before and paired together. I kind of have an idea of how they're going to work with my hair. This one today, I have no idea what we're going to get. So let's get to styling. This is the amount. Like I said, it's been a while since I've used this product, and I don't remember how much I need. I feel like I remember it being kind of concentrated, so I can tell you for sure that I am going to be applying more water to my hair before I brush style. But what we are chatting about today is skincare, and I've held off talking about this because I will be 100% honest with you. I am probably the last person you should come to for skincare advice. I do not have the greatest skin. I have makeup on today. I don't even think I'm that good at makeup, but I kind of enjoy dabbling in it. But my skincare routine is just something I've never really gotten that into. As I've gotten older, I'm like, maybe I should do something a little bit more to help myself for in the future. But honestly, like I said, I'm pretty laissez-faire about my skincare, especially compared to some of the skincare routines I've seen on YouTube before. So let me start off with what I did for years. First off, before I start off with what we did for years, or what I did for years, I'm going to go in with just a little bit more, just another pea-sized amount. So I did about this size on each side, and then I'm just going to combine it and do it all over my hair, and I'll brush style it in a minute. But what I did for years is I just used an antibacterial soap on my face to wash it at night. In the morning, I would get up and I'd wash my face usually with cold water. It would kind of help wake me up because I've always been one to shower at night. But then in the evening, if I go wash off the day's grit and grime, before I get in the shower, I typically just wash my face with the antibacterial soap. And this is the one that I have. This is the soft soap antibacterial. I just refill a smaller container of it, and like I said, I still do that to this day. I like to get my skin very clean, my face is very clean. Is that too harsh for my skin? Quite possibly. Like I said, don't follow my advice, but you guys have been wanting to know, especially on Instagram, what I do, and so I'm telling you. I still wash my face with an antibacterial soap at night. I will usually use this will probably make some other people cringe. I usually use a baby wipe to get the first layer of makeup off, and then that soap to get the second layer of makeup off, or the final coat off. And yeah, that's just what I've been doing. I even use the soap when I don't have makeup on. As far as creams or serums that I use, for the longest time, I never used anything. None of those. Now, I will say that I used to get like these red areas right here on the bottom of my cheeks. And I think that looking back at it, I think it's because my skin was dried out there. But the reason why I went in with such heavy soap was because I have a very oily skin. And I know there's going to be someone out there that argues with me and says, you should go in with lighter stuff. Your skin's just trying to overcompensate, creating extra oils because you're drying it out. And you may be right. But I'm doing what works the best for me. Like I said, I had such oily skin, and I used to be more prone to blemishes. And I wasn't one of those that had scar-faced blemishes. I do have one scar down here, but I still get blemishes to this day. Not as bad as I used to, but I still am fairly prone to it because of the oils of my skin, I feel like. So that is why I use that harsh of a soap, is because I want to get any bacteria that may have been lurking underneath that first layer of skin out so it wouldn't cause a blemish. Now, let's see. I have to concentrate. Let me get this in order as far as how much hair I want in this section. By the way, my light is going in and out of my natural lighting, so I apologize if this gets darker. I'll try to adjust that in my editing. Okay, the sunshine just really came out here a second ago. Not sure how long it's gonna last. As I'm speaking, it's kind of wavering in and out. But anyways, to continue on with my skincare. Then after a while of noticing like these red marks were not really going away, they were maybe getting a little worse, I decided maybe I need a little moisturizer. So I decided to go in for a while. I went in with just a cheaper version of, or cheap version of a collagen cream. It was the Equate version. I don't know exactly off the top of my head. I haven't used it now for quite some time. But I wouldn't go in with that daily because even that would be too heavy for my skin, I felt like, because if I use that regularly, I've noticed actually with any of my creams that I've used, if I use it daily, it's too much for my skin and my skin will start breaking out, especially, you know, as the times of the month fluctuate and everything like that, my needs for my skin change. So I will show you what I am currently using. Like I said, none of this is anything you should take to heart. For my moisturizers, I try to go in with this under eye cream. I do have some slight fine wrinkles under my eyes, nothing major, especially on this side though. I get like this crinkle that goes all the way down here. Does this help that extended crinkle? No, but I do feel like it maybe helps my under eyes a little bit not be as dry. That area does tend to get a little bit dry on me. Then I'll alternate between whether I go in with this Rock Multi Correction Vitamin C Cream moisturizer basically, or this Pacifica Dreamy Youth Superfood Peptide Cream, something like that. Do I really know what I'm doing with these? Not so much. I mean, this one, it seems like a moisturizer, and vitamin C is supposed to be good and brightening for your skin from what I understand. So, okay, I think I understand that one decently. This one, I'm not even sure what a peptide cream does. It says anti-aging on there somewhere. Antioxidants, floral stem cells, concentrated peptides, allergy tested, dermatology tested, high impact cream designed to help your skin disobey time. Sounded good. They sold me on their wording, basically, because I don't understand this stuff. So there you go. That's what I use for my moisturizers, and I don't use these every day. During the summertime, I typically only use this maybe once a week, and maybe this once a week. Like I said, I have very oily skin, so I don't feel like I need to go in with this very often. In the wintertime, it's a little bit more often. I might apply this almost every other day, one of these. So the other items that I use are kind of more like clarifiers, or I don't know, pore treatments. I feel really silly talking about this, to be truthfully honest, because I don't know this stuff. I don't know how many times I can tell you I don't know this. I don't feel comfortable talking about this, which is why I waited to bring this up until now. But I've had several comments. So I also use a toner. This is one I accidentally actually picked up when I was trying to buy a different cleanser. I thought this was the same thing because back in the day, I didn't even know what a toner was. I like to use this. You're supposed to, I think, use it more at night. Maybe I still don't know what toner is, but I like to use this more at night. Occasionally on a day that I feel like I might be really oily and really want my makeup to stay for a long period of time, I'll use this before applying my makeup, before applying my primer. Then another thing that I use, especially around that time of the month, is this. It was the African Black Soap Clarifying Mud Mask from Shea Moisture. And I just like to apply this sometimes all over my face. Sometimes I'll just spot treat areas, and I let this sit on my face for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes I forget and leave it on longer, depending on where the spot is. And then I'll rinse this off. And I think it helps. Is it a surefire treatment for me? Not always, but I do feel like this helps me somewhat. And there you have it, folks. That is my skin treatment. And in all its glory. I do actually have a serum that I had gotten from TJ Maxx, but I'm not really that wild about it. I'm just trying to use it up. It's a vitamin C serum, and I kind of use that very intermittently as well. And then I did have one that was a vitamin C and rosehip I kind of liked. I felt like it was a little bit better for my skin as far as if I just wanted light moisture, but I can't find that anymore, so I'm just using up the current one I have. Now, if you watch this and are appalled by how I treat my face, I'm sorry about that. I'm probably not really even inclined to change because this seems to be working for me. I feel like I've had fairly decent skin for what I put it through. I am not a big person to use sunscreen on my face. I will use it if I know my skin is going to be completely exposed. I know there's a lot of people that will preach, oh, you have to put sunscreen underneath your makeup and all that. I'm not a big person for that. Actually, I've never applied sunscreen underneath my makeup. If I'm going to do it, it's when my face is bare and I'm going to be directly out in the sun a lot. And then I will do it if I know my face is going to be completely exposed. Otherwise, the makeup that I use has a little bit of sun protection in it, and I just typically find that's enough. I don't usually get sunburnt through my makeup. Now, I know people say it's used as like a skin protectant, keeps it from getting the anti-aging spots and all that stuff, and that may be true, but it's just not something I do, and it's not something I plan to do. I don't plan to change that. So once was a woman that I used to know. She was such an interesting lady, and she had said she had these little cards about 3 ways to not age, and they were, you know what, I have it in my wallet. Let me go get that out and just read it for you because I think it's kind of interesting. Now, people say that I have such good skin that they've seen, and I did one picture of where I had like no filter on, no makeup or anything on Instagram, and people commented that I had such nice looking skin, and I will say the camera was very forgiving. I took that picture with a camera that faces, or is part of like your screen type deal, and that's not the best camera, to be truthfully honest, so it doesn't show as much, but I do definitely have some hyperpigmentation on my face, and that's kind of developed over time. Would that sunscreen have helped? I'm sure it probably would have, but I don't have too much of that, and the only time I really got a significant portion of that was right along my forehead here. My mom and I were in Hawaii, and we were on a catamaran for extended number of hours, and we both got sick. She got more sick than I did, but I had also gotten into the water at one point before I got sick, and had gone snorkeling and everything with the turtles and other fish, and I forgot to apply my sunscreen when I got back on the boat. And then when I started to think of it, I was too sick to move from my position on the boat. I was keeping my food down just barely if I didn't move, and we were on that thing for hours. And so that's when I got that hyperpigmentation there, and I am more careful about the area. I will definitely, that'll be the first spot that I put sunscreen on and protect my face there, is right on that forehead region where I know it's already had the sun damage. Now, on to the last thing that I think I want to talk about today, or that I had in mind today, was something that I don't even know how to explain this to you entirely. A while back, I bought some online gift cards, or yeah, I guess they're online gift cards. I bought one back in, it was 2 Christmases ago. Was it 2021? I think it was December, or it was Black Friday time, 2021, or just after that. And I had bought a Curlsmith. It was their one conditioner that's like the soothing conditioner with the blue label. And I bought a $50 gift card because I think the deal was if I purchased $50, then I would get that deep conditioner for free. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get myself a gift card. I don't need any specific Curlsmith products, but I want to try that conditioner. I would like to get that for free, so I felt like the best option was to get a gift card. So I did that. I got an email gift card type deal, and I thought I know I've starred that in my email, But I think at one point when I was cleaning my email box, I deleted that. And I did a similar thing with Nature's Little Secret. They had a 30% off sale, or maybe it was even more, and I purchased a gift card. That one was for like $30 or something like that. It was a little bit less, I think, than the Curlsmith one. But I lost that too, and I'm very upset with myself. Now, granted, there's been a lot of time that's passed since that, but I just noticed it earlier in the summer, and I'm like, oh shoot, is there any way to even go back and try to get that again? I have searched through all my files, all my trash. I have a couple of email accounts, and I have searched all of them, and I cannot find it anywhere. So I think I'm just out. But while I'm still salty on that subject, let's go in with my next product. It is the Verb Curl Foaming Gel. And this was, oh, my battery just died. It has been a while since I've used this, definitely. But I really liked it when I did. I haven't used it this year at all. I'm like, I need to get this back out. Let's try it again. So here we go. Now, I know I said before that I have not paired these two products together, so I don't really know how they're going to work. Also, I know in the past that I have brush styled this in, and I'm not doing that today, partially because it slipped my mind. I'm going in with 3 pumps. First, I'm going to glaze this over, and I'm definitely going to be going in with more than that. I'm going to go in with another 2 pumps. I kind of did the outside of my hair first. Now I'm going to kind of get what's currently the underside of my hair. And because I did not brush style this in, I'm going to scrunch this an incredible amount, and then I am going to also probably slightly micro plop my hair and then maybe apply a little bit more. We'll see. I'm just going to take my damp t-shirt towel, and the reason why I am micro plopping a little bit of this is to absorb a little bit extra water, because I did spray down again. I filled up my water bottle, sprayed my hair down, considered maybe I got too much. This isn't a heavy holding product. It's not like a heavy holding gel, a hard hold gel. And so I want to give this a chance to give me some hold. And so I just want to absorb a little bit of that extra water out and maybe go back in with 3 more pumps. Okay, after applying that second amount of the foam gel, I definitely could feel it on my hair that time. Hopefully it isn't too much, but we'll see. After I wet plop this for about 10-15 minutes, I will diffuse. I'll be back and I'll show you my final results. Alright, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully diffused, and I also brought Elmo with me. I did have one viewer request to see him again, so he definitely needs, I need to clean up around his eyes again, but he has a grooming appointment coming up here real soon, and I'm looking forward for him getting a haircut. But he does look so cute in this fluffier stage as well, too. He looks cute in any stage, I think. But here is Elmo making a quick appearance. All right, good boy. You want it down? So onto my hair then. This is what it is looking like. I will say it is very defined. Now, when I say defined, I mean like there's really no, I mean there's a little bit of frizz, but there's no real frizz throughout my hair as I would more typically get. So, but my curls are not as like spirally. They're just more, they're a looser curl pattern, I feel like. And that's okay. I mean, curly hair kind of just does whatever it wants to do. You can put products in it and try to style accordingly, but in the end, your hair is just going to do what it wants to do, I've learned. I do have a fairly good cast yet. I feel like I did scrunch it out a little bit with an oil, and then I also did apply just a little bit of Treseme's new reformulation hairspray. So maybe that's what I'm feeling more than, yeah, I think that's probably what I'm feeling more than the actual cast from the gel. I did get a cast as I was diffusing, but I do remember it scrunching out as I went. So I guess I'll show you the back of the hair looks like too. Let me just kind of gather it here in the back a little bit more. I do feel like I have pretty good volume for my hair too today, so I guess that's pretty impressive. But the one thing I really wanted to check back with you on had to do with, I said I was going to read this little card that I had gotten from this older lady that I knew years ago. And it was, I thought it was an anti-aging card. Basically, it gives 3 tips for anti-aging. That wasn't quite what it was. I misremembered. It's been a long time since I've looked at this, but it's JB's Recipe for Happiness in Old Age. And there's 3 little points on here, and then it gives a little detail on the back, so I'll be flipping back and forth. But number 1, it says accept wrinkles. In doing that, you will save time and money, and I fully agree. Number 2 says avoid mirrors. They only show you how old you really are. Totally agree with that one. But I don't avoid the mirrors. I mean, it's not really practical, but I think the idea in that is not to be too self-critical of what you look like in the mirror. And number 3, never stop learning. You'll find life more interesting and others less boring. So you can always learn something from someone. All right, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments down below. And let me know if you have any suggestions for that one predicament I have with where my gift cards, my electronic gift cards just disappeared. Due to my own fault, obviously, but let me know if you have any suggestions for that. I could probably reach out to the company, but how do I even go about explaining that? So the one product, like I said, the Curlsmith, I have an idea of when I purchased that. The Nature's Little Secret, I do not remember when I purchased it. I know it was after the Curlsmith one, but I have no idea at what point between the Curlsmith and current day that happened. So let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.